Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Ivan Ibanez, and in today's video we're going to be replacing 3 ignition coils here in this 2008 Range Rover Sport 4.4 liter engine V8. So stick with me and let's go. Alright guys, so we got the hood open and now we have this cover that we're going to be taking off. There are 4 screws that need to come off. I've already kind of loosened them off, so I mean I pretty much don't have to show you how to do that, but we're going to have to remove the little engine cap off and this should just pop right out. Okay, so we're going to jump in here and see exactly what we're going to be fixing, okay guys? So come on, come with me. Okay guys, great. So here we are on the driver's side of the vehicle, and just so you know how these are numbered, on the V8 4.4 2008 Range Rover, you have your even numbers on your driver's side. So you're gonna have your odd numbers on your passenger side. So if we're going from left to right, we're going to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the back one 8, right back there. Okay, so we're going to be switching out for the ignition coils today. We're going to be switching out 3, 5, and the 6th one over here. Okay, so we're going to be doing that today, and hopefully that solves the issue. All right, so let's get to it. Lucy, and that just... Now guys, make sure that when you're unscrewing these, hold on to the nut, because if this falls down, you're probably going to lose it forever. And you want to avoid that, because I have done it in the past, and then you're going to have to go to the dealership and get one that fits, or so you want to just avoid all that. And put that in a safe place. I put them in my pocket, and these coils should pop right out. All right. All right, this one came right out. Now be careful when you're taking these out, guys, because you see that little rubber boot? They intend to break off sometimes. So in my last Range Rover I had, while taking it out, it did break inside, and it was a pain in the you-know-what to take it out. So just be careful as you take them out. There's no oil, there's no like residue, so there's nothing coming out leaking from the valves. There's no cracks, but there's little springs inside there and stuff like that that can be going back internally. So we're going to replace this baby and take it from there. Alright guys, so we're going to continue by removing now cylinder 6, since we're on this side, and we're going to just knock it out. I should have probably done this before, but I do have some rubber gloves that I'm going to now put on, since we're going to be probably get a little messier. So I should have done this in the beginning, but I totally forgot I had them in my back pocket. So let's put these babies on now. It helps out with the cleaning process afterwards, right? So let's loosen up. All right, so we're going to loosen up the little nut here for cylinder 6. Remember guys, lefty loosey. And actually, before we start messing with the nut, let's remove that cable. Okay. All right, let's continue moving. We're going to just remove the rest with our Remember guys, these nuts are very, very If you drop it, most chance you will lose it, so make sure you put it in a safe place. I'm gonna put it over here in my back pocket. And now, this coil should pop out. Okay, and now as we see here, kind of inspect it. There's no really oil residue. I mean, like I said, it could have internal issues, whatnot, but we do have the new ones right here. So let's get these two out of the way. And now we're gonna place the new ones. Alright, so we got a brand new one here. Okay, and we're gonna place this one back in, cylinder 6. Now we have our bolts, which we have in a nice little safe space. Tighten it with our hands and finish it off with the little wrench we have here. Remember guys, you want to make sure you don't, when you're tightening it, remember these little coils are plastic, so if you go too much you will crack it, and then you're just gonna have to buy another one. So just want to give it a nice little snug, and then we will be good. Now if you guys had a ratchet set, it's gonna be a lot easier. Now when I say there's a few, like your back one, which would be number 8 back here, that one's a little harder. Like when I was replacing the spark plug on that one's a little bit more. All right, we got a little snug in there. And then we're gonna pop this back in here. Make sure you hear that little click, a little snap, make sure it's in there. Number 4. Now guys, I do have a link in my description box below in the bio where you can find these on my link. It'll take you straight. They go for about $15 each. There's also sets that you can buy. What I do highly recommend is when you do replace one, normally the rest will follow. I mean, we have replaced the other 5, and these were the last 3 that I did not replace because they weren't reading on the codes, and go figure, they went bad, I think maybe like less than a month later. So chances are when you do one, just do them all at the same time. Save yourself the headache, the time. What I've noticed with these vehicles is like when one thing goes, they go in pairs. So it might be a matter of days, weeks, or months before. I recently also replaced the CV joint on the front driver's side, and then same thing, my passenger side went like maybe 2 weeks later. So they definitely go in pairs, especially when it's a vehicle that's been, you know, especially with the miles it has. But okay guys, we're gonna be taking same thing, just pop out the little, this one's a little bit snugged in there, so both hands there. Okay, got that out of the way there. And now same thing, just loosen up. This side's a little bit, I've noticed a little bit more snugged than the driver's side. So I want to avoid removing a lot of this stuff that we, remember, let's keep this in a safe place. And there we go. All right, see that? Put this baby aside. We got the new one in the box. Brand new one. Slip it right through these hoses. Righty then. Line it up. So we're kind of going blind in here. There we go. And let's just line it up with the, probably should have done it from this side. It's a lot easier. Let's see what I'm doing. Alright. Okay. Yeah, this side's definitely making me work a little bit harder. But we are there. The only downfall I feel like working with gloves is you don't really feel. There we go. Now it's nice and lined up. There we go. I mean, the last thing I want to do is lose this little nut, because then next video, guys, if you want to, make sure to subscribe, and we're going to be switching out the air filter on this, so that's going to be a video there if you guys are interested. And we're also going to be testing out some ignition fuel cleaners. That'll probably be on my next video, and then we're going to replace the hose. And also there's a mass, I don't know if you see it right here, this is the mass airflow sensor. This intends to get dirty sometimes and whatnot, so we got some mass airflow cleaner, which is basically like alcohol in a spray can, and we'll remove this. This is super easy, but we'll do that together. So if you guys want to do that, that'll be next, if you guys want to check that out. Hopefully this solves those 3 misfiring, and then the car will regain the power that I felt definitely was losing. All right, guys, that's nice and snugged in there. Same deal. Let's make sure we snap these in. Now remember, you want to make sure you hear that click. Make sure it's in there. There we go. All righty. All right, so that was it, guys. That was pretty simple. All right, see me, I'm sweating. It's a little hot in his garage today. So yeah, that was pretty much it. So we're gonna go now, crank the car up, and the RPM should level off, and hopefully we solve the problem. Let's go. Okay, everyone, so the check engine light went off on its own. I still haven't put air in that tire, so we're gonna get that fixed yet. But the main issue is resolved. The slight shake that the car had is gone. So it's a good sign. So far so good. I did drive it about 20 miles or so, and light never came back on. Everything's running smooth. So, all right. I hope this video helps. Make sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and notification to all. We're going to be doing some great videos. Take it easy, guys.